Hey everyone, Eric with Rockin H. In this video, we're going to talk about this gray and white 379 with the black Wilson. No need to dilly-dally. Let's get on it. So this is 602027 silver and black. This is LFT, which stands for Lazy F Farm Toys. This is one of 3 trucks Lazy F Farm Toys did at the same time. This is actually the first series of trucks by Lazy F Farm Toys, which is kind of cool. So their inaugural models, and here we go. Let's pull this out and see what we've got. First thing we have here is tape to keep all that plastic together. We'll cut that fast. Here we are. Let's go ahead and pull this all the way out of its lovely home. As you can see, the tarp does function, but we're going to start with this sweet looking cab. We have a 63-inch sleeper on this cab with no skirt on the back of that sleeper. Kind of a clean, neat look. I do kind of favor that. I think that's kind of nice. There is a cat engine tucked up underneath there. Can't see that. I'm not going to open this. Well, maybe I can open this hood a little bit. There's your cat engine right there. Nice detail on that. And there is a rubber strap that kind of tidies all this together, holds this in place for shipping. There's a piece of this rubbery foam stuff here just to kind of protect that die-cast herd bumper from bumping up against your grill there. So you do not have a factory bumper at all. The herd bumper replaces that. There's pins here that hold that in, and then a pin that holds the herd bumper to this plastic piece here where it pivots. That might be, actually, I think that's die-cast there, so that's pretty awesome. Anyway, horizontal grill bumper, 379 grill there behind it with the headlights. Pretty cool looking stripes here. These stripes are consistent between all 3 runs. I don't know what shade of silver this is. You do have your drop visor there, pretty awesome. 5 headlights, or 5 cab lights with air horns, and then you have kind of those mule ear style exhaust on there. This deck plate, you have to pop this 5th wheel plate off to get the deck plate, and then your air lines are attached to the deck plate. Then you have these 2 separate, so this deck plate assembly is actually in 3 pieces. You have this part right here, then you have this piece of plastic and this piece of plastic, which are glued to the frame rail. So if you want to take this off and that off for whatever reason, maybe you don't like it, maybe you want something else, be aware there's likely you're going to have some glue residue on your frame rails, okay? And then your deck plate is going to sit pretty much, well, this distance, even a little more, wider than the frame rail. So you're going to have a lot of overhang here. So if you're taking these off, I would look at changing out that deck plate too. You have half fenders. These are plastic, painted to match. And then you have all the normal detail on a DCP truck on the back. Pretty good looking little rig, I'm not gonna lie, this is pretty sharp. You have some painted center caps on your wheels. That's consistent throughout this 3 truck series. And the passenger side has all the standard features that are on the driver's side. Nothing too new there. Pretty good looking little cab. And the fact that you get a die-cast herd bumper, or whatever brand of bumper you want to call this, is pretty awesome. I do sell an aftermarket herd bumper, but it is not, it's 3D printed, not die-cast. One thing I would warn you, whether you use my bumper or you like this bumper on the OEM bumper, you're going to lose movement. I mean, it still positions a little bit, but you lose just a wee bit there. Not a tremendous amount, but you do lose a bit of turning radius if that is important to you. For me, that is not a deal breaker in any way, shape, or form. So, pretty cool looking rig. There were 252 of these made. Again, I hate to be the guy that says the same thing all the time, but again, if you love this, I would not wait too long. Normally a run of 252, depending on how popular and cool people think it is, they do sell out. So if you like it, I would recommend you go buy one. I do happen to have some of these in stock. But like I said, if you're in love with it and you can buy it within the next few months, I would definitely do that just so you get one before the price doubles on these once they go out of stock. So just buyer beware. If you like it, go get it. And here we are on this is the 50-foot triaxle. It's got super singles on the back and then these narrow tires for the third tag axle there. Your hoppers function open and close like so. You have all the normal detail that this has. A lot of people love these fabric tarps. I never open them up because if you try to roll this up, it's kind of a nightmare. This thing does plug in. There's a hole here and here where you can plug in that tarp so it stays closed and the tarp is tight. You have your tarp hooks down the side, and that tarp crank that I'd mentioned before goes right there. So you can open or position that tarp crank to be open or closed depending on how you have the tarp. There's also some light detail on the back of this. You're right underneath the logo on the back of that tarp frame. That's kind of cool. White lights here instead of red. Another nice little detail, a little different. That's cool. And classic black to go with that silver. Looks pretty sexy, and there it is. Again, if you're looking for one of these, I have some in my store. But overall, a pretty cool looking outfit. This is 602027, silver and black, 379 Pete with 50-foot Wilson. Go get them.